Do you remember Crystal Ball? This is him now. Feeling creeped out yet? Cobra Richard Crystal Ball King from G.I. Joe Classified, today on World of Stuff. For those unfamiliar, Crystal Ball was Cobra's hypnotist. He had this lenticular shield that was supposed to have this hypnotic effect. Yeah, he was definitely part of the later generation. But considering that Dr. Mindbender was originally an orthodontist who went insane because of his own mind-altering experiments to relieve pain, there are weirder ideas out there. Fun thing about the Richard King name, and this was actually confirmed a few months ago when they announced the figure, is that yes, they are indeed a combination of Richard Bachman and Stephen King. So they were definitely going with a horror vibe with this figure, especially in the 80s. So they've definitely come through on this one. As for additional information, or at least photography or pictures, we do see Crystal Ball here with his now trademark crystal ball and this very eldritch inspired headgear here, which if you look on the back kind of looks like it was supposed to be glow in the dark, but it's just made of clear polyplastic, so it goes over the head without ripping everything apart. And yes, he does have some edgy tattoos on there. Modern toy design. Now that we have him out of the package, we can take a look at his classic shield, which does have a new lenticular design. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can see where the how that works. Although, if you're not a fan of it, you can also cover it with this particular part right here. Very snug. It's an option, at least. He also comes with this spooky spectral sword, his snaky six-shooter, an alternate hand with alternate fingers with some very impressive claws there, his crystal ball with a spooky skull in it, and his creepy headpiece. Yeah, someone was definitely Lovecraft when they thought of this one. Okay, quick note. Either leave it off or leave it on, because if you try to take it off using any assistance, that will scratch up the lenticular design. Okay, getting on to the accessories. Yes, you can hold the shield, you can hold the gun, sword. Now, about this head. I think you probably have to... Okay, yes, you do have to do that. Yeah, how about that? Got that other thing in there. Okay. Yeah, this hand I imagine is supposed to hold this rather eerily, but it doesn't really do it very well. Probably came with a little more effort. But you can use his accessories relatively well. One more thing about the crystal ball. It is made of squishy plastic, so you don't have to worry about breaking it. So there's that advantage as well. As you can see with the face sculpt itself, yes, it is very reminiscent of the original one. Yes, he does have something of a more vampiric look to him, but the edgy tattoos tend to, well, I guess that depends on your point of view on that one. As for articulation, head is on a ball joint, two kinds of ball joints there, so very nice range of movement there. Universal joint for the hips, bicep swivel, 90-degree elbow bend, sword pointing for the outward articulation, and it does swivel, so we're good there. Ab crunch, waist swivel, a little bit limited, but that's mostly because of the figure. Stem ball joint for the hips, thigh rotation, 90-degree knee bend. Not too sure what you're going to use it, but you can. Thigh swivel and downward and sideways moving ankle tilt. So there is a full complement of articulation there if you choose to use it. Now I'm aware that there has been some controversy regarding this figure, especially given the updates they've been given him. I'm perfectly fine with it. It is a decent figure. It has the standard articulation you'd expect from a G.I. Joe of this type, and it's an excellent spooky update to a fairly odd figure from the late in the series, so I can work with it. Just pick a lane with the shield and you'll generally have a good time. Anyway, I am the Deceptiwolf. This has been Richard Crystal Ball King from the G.I. Joe Classified series. And I remind you all, free your mind, free your toys.